Hey, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
Welcome to Cloudy of the Chance of Meeples. Welcome to a review of...
The Crew.
Which one?
Not just The Crew.
No.
The Crew Family Adventure.
Family Adventure. This is in the line of The Crew, which we played... I think we've only played The Crew once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Cooperative trick-taking, which you like trick-taking. I've, over the years, began to love trick-taking. Mm-hmm. Cooperative is something I'm growing on a little bit more, I would say. But this is one about family. But this is not a trick-taking game.
No.
No, this has similarities to Uno. Would you say that?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You have to play certain cards at certain times.
But you matching color with color, number with numbers. Mm-hmm. But let me show you the first mission. There's 35 missions in this logbook. I'm going to show you the first mission and a few of how the other ones, the objectives are. And then we'll share our final forecast on what we thought of this, because we did it as a family. So targeted towards families much like ours. So let's dive in. Our final forecast coming up. Cue the thunder. So the radar overview for The Crew Family Adventure looks something like this. This is a cooperative game in which players will be going through this logbook trying to go through 35 different missions and trying to see how few of times they can complete them. And so I'm not going to really show you a lot of these, but I'll show you the first one. And in the first one, you, as a team, you have to play only 4 cards. You have to play the Titania as well as the card Snake, and you can only play 4 cards. The deck of cards consists of 21 cards, 1 through 7 in pink, green, and blue. You shuffle them up and you deal them out as best as you can evenly to all players. I have it set up for a 4-player game. Then everybody gets one of these communication tokens, and they can use this to share information, a card that they have, and that will help the team kind of plan their attack. I've set it up here that this will be the first player because they have the coconut. And so whoever has the green coconut will start, and they look to play a card. While right off the bat, none of these cards really help because, again, we can only play 4 cards, and 2 of them have to be the 6 of blue and the 7 of blue. And this is the catch. Anytime you play a card, the following player has to match the number or the color. And so none of this actually truly works out. So this person could straight up just take a rest. They take this hammock token, they flip it over, and they would be passing their turn. Then it would come to this person. And while lo and behold, they have Snake. So at that point, they would play it. And it would go to player number 3. Well, there you go. They have Titania. So they can play the 7. Now, back around to player number 4. They look, they could also play a 3 of blue. They could also play green 7. And they know that the starting player has the green 3 because they have the coconut. Whoever starts the round has a coconut. So they're going to play a 3. And it will come back around to the first player. And they would then also play the 3, and that would complete the mission. The first mission is incredibly simple. There are special ability cards that everybody will get randomly, and some of them will let you receive a color card of your choice that you can play, will let you play diagonally. What else is there? There's also a card that'll let you play diagonally and 1 up, kind of like the knight movement in chess. You also can be able to play 2 different cards at the same time. There's a few other ones where you can trade, force trade, or play any of your color cards. So this is pretty much a wild. And so you're trying to work together. You can't share what's in your hands, but you're trying to complete the mission. This first mission, you only have to play 4 cards. But as you go further along, mission number 15, you have to play 4 in the white and then 4 in the gray. and exactly 3 out of the 8 cards must be pink, and pink cards cannot be placed next to each other. So you have to alternate pink, green, pink, blue, so on and so forth. And you always have to follow color after color, number after number. And it just gets more increasingly hard. Number 20, every number must be larger than the previous one in the top 4 white. And then every number must be smaller than the previous one in the middle row, the gray. And then back to every number must be larger than the previous one in the black. So you're playing 12 cards. So like I said, some of them you only play 8. In this one, the cards in position 4 and 8 must have the same number. You sometimes have to do... some of them have to equal a certain value, a row or a column right here. In each of the 3 rows, in each of the 3 columns, the sum of the numbers must be at least 15. So there's the story that goes along about these 6 teenage athletes get abandoned on this island. They're trying to escape, and you're trying to work together with your team to fulfill these 35 missions. Always playing number after number or color after color, similar to games like Uno. But that in a nutshell is how you play the Crew Family Adventure. Let's move on over now and take a look at the final forecast. So the final forecast for the Crew Family Adventure. So let's dive into this one. Components, not much. Some cards, a few tokens, and that's it. A logbook, a rule book.
This.
Oh yeah, and the board.
Board.
Which kind of, whatever. It's functional. It works. The back has this mysterious skull on it, which, whatever. We'll dive into the story. But like, what do you think of the artwork, the components, things of sort of like? There's not much in this box.
It was fine. I think it was
functional,
especially for the price point that it is. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting some grandiose game here.
No, but there were some times where we were going through it and we were like, why are there not more tokens?
That's true. There weren't quite enough.
Sometimes you need to play like 5 different characters, but there's not enough tokens to match up which character needs to be played in certain rows.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of editing in the rule book, or not the rule book, in the log books, just some spelling mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully those can get cleaned up. But components, like you said, they're all right. They're functional. Let's dive in. Story. Actually, let's back this up. We did this. There's 35 missions. It took us, I believe, if I look at our logbook, we started end of April, finished the beginning of July, and took 43 tries to finish 35 missions. So it was pretty easy.
Yep.
Right?
It was.
Like, one of them we got hung up on 4 times. It took 4 shots.
And there's a lot of luck involved, too. So there's a certain amount of strategy to this game, but then also, like, sometimes it's just luck. And, like, if one particular player gets all the cards that you need to put down or something like that. I'm trying to think of a scenario. And it won't work out. Like, it just won't.
Yeah, and even with those special cards,
right,
it's still... You can see the writing on the wall kind of halfway through some of the missions.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, we're not going to do it. Let's just start over because it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. And so the missions start like simple as simple can be. You got to play 4 cards. You saw on the radar overview 4 cards. Titania, Snake, and two other cards. And you have like all the helps that you can have.
Yeah.
As it gets progressively more into the story, I felt that it really didn't get overly challenging before number 20.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I was expecting it to get quite difficult by the end, and even by the end it was kind of like, okay.
Like, a couple in the teens we needed 2 tries on, and then number 19 we needed 4. But then after that, we kind of sailed too. Like it didn't get increasingly hard. The story was all right. You got 6 athletes stranded on the island at the beginning of the game. It says Island Monster, card number 7. And it's like, we're like, and me and Nicole, we looked at each other like, is this Lost, the board game cooperative? Because then all of a sudden, like, you find
Feels
some...
like that.
But it does, but it doesn't.
There's
And the
also a plane wreck.
Yeah, there's a plane. Yeah. Like, yeah.
It's
The story is whatever, kind of weak.
kind of generic.
But, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, like, am I expecting a great story? I don't, like...
No,
For
but...
what it was okay.
But our kids enjoyed the
That's
story.
true. That's true.
And so that's where this whole thing wraps up. I think for me, and you can interject, it says ages 8 and up on the box. And so our kids have been playing games for many a years.
Since they could talk.
Yeah, like they've been playing whatever, even Ticket to Ride since like our youngest, who's 9, been playing it for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Modified, but they would be, I'd consider them gamers, right?
Yeah. They're gamer kids, for
They're,
sure.
they're gamer kids, right? And so the mechanics in this is like Uno. It's like cooperative Uno.
You're dumbing it down a bit. It's not Uno. It's a little bit more complex than Uno.
It is. But mechanically, it's like I play a pink card.
I guess.
You either play a pink card or the same matching number.
But then there's specials, and then the next card doesn't have to follow that. And
Right.
So
And-
it's yeah. The bare bones of this might be like Uno, but I kind of disagree with that. But
Yeah, I know.
not to say this is like a super complex game.
No, and
but
that's where I'm getting at. It's not super complex.
no, and for adults, I think it's whatever. For kids, I think it's really good.
I think, yeah. And so overall, I'm going to say our rating as a family. I kind of talked to everybody in the family separately. No one knew anybody else's answers, and we came out to a 70% chance of Meeples.
Yeah, the average of
The average of
ours.
all of it was a 70. Because if I would have been like, this is a 10, and you and the kids would have been like, this is the worst experience I've ever had in my life, it can't be a 10 at that point because I'm expecting to play this with my family. This is not one that you're going to take out with your game group.
No.
Like, not at all.
Do this with some sort of kids that you have in your life, because it's not... Like, if you and I had just done this, the two of us, we would have been super bored, I think.
There's no way we would have finished it.
That being said, it kind of was fun to kind of, like, look forward to, like, oh, should we do our round of the crew quickly? And, like, that kind of routine with this kind of, like, campaign game was kind of fun, even though... It wasn't like, wow, this is amazing. It was still like, oh, yeah, let's do the crew. Mm-hmm. And it takes like 10 minutes to do like 2 rounds or 3 rounds.
Because some of them, again, you're playing 4 cards. Some of them you're playing 6.
Yeah.
You know, at most you're playing 12. And there is that puzzle. But I think for people who are heavy into gaming, much like us, this might be incredibly just boring. Mm-hmm. But for people who are just barely getting into the hobby, this could be overwhelming. And so it's a weird...
True.
It's a weird product in that regard.
I would say if you got kids, your kids will probably enjoy it. Our kids loved it. And they've played tons of games. And they were like, this is awesome. Like, they were into it.
They were.
I think they both... One of them rated it a 9 and one of them rated it a 10.
Well,
So,
on fun.
fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So for kids, I think this game is great.
And-
So I think that the family aspect of this really needs to be like highlighted.
Yes.
Like, it really is a family game.
It is a family game.
At least in my opinion, it's not really like anything else.
And and I agree. And sometimes it says ages 8 and up. And depending on how much your kids play games...
Yeah.
will reflect on how fun this is, because there are missions where the 6th card has to be a 4. So then okay, the card before that has to either be a 4 or a card of this color.
You also can't communicate with your fellow players.
You have the tokens. You can share a card.
But not directly is what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
you can't talk about, okay, you need to play... If you have the pink 6, you need to play that. No, like, you can't say that. So we couldn't instruct the kids about what their next move would be. They had to kind of figure that out on their own.
And the puzzles sometimes get a little harder, like every card in a row or every card in a column has to equal 15 or more. So at that point, if you're about to play a 3, you look and you're like, you're kind of shoehorning yourself into a really bad position, because then someone has to play a 7 and then someone has to either play a 6 or a 5, right? So you have to be careful on some of these, because our daughter on occasion was a little bit lost.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so you just have to know your kids in this. And so I think for us, it was a 70% chance of meeples. It says in the logbook or the rules, you can go through the story and then you can do it again, or you can play your favorite one. I don't think none of us have a favorite one. Like this was like this is a one and done.
Totally.
There's enough stuff in the logbook that you can do it 6 times, but I don't think we would ever do this again. This was a fun 43 games, like 6 hours or however many hours it took.
Unless you want to do like a challenge and see if you can like
do it,
beat all of them in a row or whatever.
Right, you could say that.
Trying again. But yeah, for us, like, that being said, it was like what, 35
missions.
35 missions.
We did it 43
It's not like this is like 8 missions and like you're done in 2 days. Like you get a good amount of game out of it for what it is.
So overall, we're at a 70% chance of meeples, because I think honestly the time with my family, with you and the kids, was better than the game itself.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Just the interaction. Although there wasn't much of that.
No. but the highs and the lows, like the high fives are on the table.
Right. Yeah.
Was fantastic, and
yeah, because totally it's kind of cool, like when you like put that last card down and you're like, we did it. Like we
didn't think we would, like, but
it
clever
was close
play
or whatever, right? Yeah.
And we did it.
Cosmos does a good job of that usually, though.
Yeah. So 70% chance meeples for the Crew Family Adventure. It is not trick taking. It is more Uno-esque, but it was enjoyable for us. So if you are looking for a light cooperative game, you may want to pick up the Crew. Until next time, my name is Brent.
And I'm Nicole.
Grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.